If you want to play jazz and not have everybody think you're a dickhead, you gotta learn some endings so you know how to land these tunes. Let's just think about everything in the key of C, and I'll give you some pretty basic ones that everybody should know. First one is sort of like take the A train ending for a major song or a blues. Starts from the major third. It goes like this. So what happened there? You're walking up from the third to the fifth, and then you're playing diatonically 6, 7 root. So rhythmically, it starts on 2. 1, bam, 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 ba, 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 bam. What happened there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4. A good thing for ending, when you're ending a major song, especially if it's kind of like a major 7 tonality, is turning it into a dominant with a flat 13 and a natural 9. It just sounds very good for endings. That voicing just seems to work, right? This thing for C. Cool. But that's the line. Now there are a lot of variations on this motion, third to fifth for the end. Maybe back to the third. Another one is going from the fifth down. You can go approach note to the third. That's a big one. So what happened there? Ba-bam, bam, bam, ba-dam, ba-do, bam. Or ba-dam, bam, bam, ba-dam, ba-do, bam. You can have those. Another one is different rhythm. Bam, bam, ba, bam, ba, bo, ba. A lot of options there. Here's another one that's kind of bluesy, kind of cool. The bass line can just do a descending thing, root, flat 7, 6, flat 6, 5, like. Or that sharp 4, 5 root is very powerful. All these are options. The melody can go from the root down. So here I went down a minor pentatonic, C minor pentatonic, but then went from that flatted third to the major third. That's a big one. Right, and that kind of goes with this. Tend to hear those at the same time. Another one, like Count Basie has a lot of these, like. What's that? It's a suspension, starts kind of like with a sus thing with F and C. Then it goes to the sharp 9 and the root. And then the third resolves, and then maybe just end with like a power chord. Another thing you can do is just the flat third back to the third, like. It's another one. One you see a lot is the third walking up to the fifth with the root on top. You can add chords to that, so that makes it like a C major, D minor 7 flat 5, which is kind of like playing F minor, like the 4 minor, then C diminished, and resolve to C7. So that kind of sound also works. Another thing you see a lot is the gypsy jazz type endings that go. So that starts from the fifth, goes to the flatted fifth, and then up all the way to the root. And then typically goes flat 5, 5 root. Advantage of this one is that it works for minor or major. Now Now with this one, you have variations. A lot of times you see people play it on top with a voicing, with an entire chord. So you see that same motion on top. If I just grab a G7 here with G on top, I'm gonna use this sort of like a B minor 7 flat 5 with a flattened pinky to get this G9 sound. And I'm gonna walk this down and then up. Same motion I had here, just up here, but with a chord. But as I resolve, I'm gonna grab this top of a C6-9 and down here to bring it back down, that same shape. So this kind of thing works. You can even grab that dominant shape all the way to the C. As long as you resolve here to that 6-9 type voicing. So that's a pretty cool one. Another one that I want to show you is sort of like the first one I showed you, walking down from the 5th to the 3rd, but then you end with that tritone sound. You go. That's a nice one. So I hope all this helps. Leave a message, subscribe, unsubscribe from our competitors, join our Patreon. We'll see you next time.